Then something, this motherhood is taking us to jnanam, no? So this conditioning they are putting, no, the children are, we don't want children, something like that. They are conditioning that thing, no? It's actually, we have to, you just teach us how to this take, how to
see that greatness of motherhood. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matrurupena Samstita. The greatness of that mother and that blessing which a woman have, that we have to teach. What we can do. From generation to generation, that knowledge must be transferred. It was there. It was there. Earlier, see, there was Tirandu Kalyanam in Kerala. Almost all states, different names and different forms of the performing was there. When one attains that the age of puberty, the first menses occurs. It's a mega mela. There were, of course, many what you call wrong practices corrupted. That is another aspect. But the basic concept was great. Then all women of the village will sit with that girl and they will teach the greatness of womanhood. Now you have got that ability to procreate. This is a blessing from Goddess, Mother. And they will sing in praise of Bhagavati. So that greatness of motherhood will be inculcated quite naturally with it. Now we are not doing that. We are calling everything a superstition. There is no meaning in that.
See, this motherly feeling, it is there in men also.
See, there is no 100% a man or 100% a woman. Biologically also there is no 100% a man.
Just because one delivers doesn't mean that mother or something. Because there are so many instances.
There are mother in us, there are father in us.
Feminine aspect.
So,
Swamiji, I want to add something to that. She was asking. I have seen many ladies after giving birth to a child, even though they wanted to do so many things in their life, they are stopping everything for the child. Okay? So they are missing all those things. No? They wanted to do so many things. There will be like, I want to do these things. I have these abilities. Like man, for a lady also, all these things are there. But after giving one or two birth, like the children, they are making and they are completely into that. So they are missing all those things. No?
they are not missing, they are getting much. Because nobody is pressing them to stop other activities. Because they are having that happiness or bliss in bringing up their children. They are finding that. While breastfeeding, she is having that bliss that a man cannot have. So nobody is stopping them, especially in our social system, we are not stopping. She is relieved from many duties, many responsibilities. Why relieved? Not forced. To perform this special activity which a woman alone can do. So that greatness we have to. Of course, she is missing. We are sitting here to discuss all this. You people have many other works. You stop them for a certain period of time. And we can sit with Swami Chidanandapuri today. So for getting one, you have to get rid of some other thing. Without that, you cannot live in this world.
It has has to be
in the middle time, we stopped this and we had some tea. So for getting that, we stopped this. That's good in a way. See, so in whole life, it is there. For getting something, you have to get rid of something else.
So,
That is the law of the universe.
if one lady decides that I don't want to get a child, to do some other thing,
She have that freedom. But in that case, she must not engage herself in the contract of marriage. She can say before. I am not going for marriage. If she is going for marriage, and after engaging herself in the contract, she says, I am not ready, it is a breach of contract. Same is the case with the man also. A man is saying, I am losing my power, my strength, so I am not going for sexual relations. It's a crime. It is his individual right as long as he is not married. But when one is engaging himself in marriage, there are some provisions in that contract. A mutual agreement is there. If you are breaching that, then marriage is gone. It is acceptable even before law. You can go for divorce. Judge will call into a private chamber, then he will ask. You can say, she is not willing or I am not willing, so we can, yes, you divorce.
I think this question comes, in most of the cases I have seen, both the husband and wife decide they don't want children. In that case, what?
In that case, see, personally, we cannot press anybody to have or not have children. It is purely personal affair. But at the same time, from this social perspective, from the point of view of society, dharma, and human interpersonal relations, all these things are there. Nobody can press some others to marry. You can stay without marrying. It is your right. It is your right. But when it happens, there is a mutual contract, and accordingly we have to, if both are deciding, yes, I am not going for, okay, all right, there is no chance for this discussion. But the discussion comes when one person is breaching and it is creating problems in their family.
What is the role of the parents? I think I'm relating this.
Role of the parent means not at that time. Not at that time. Putting or pouring one glass of water under a big banyan tree will not help. That we are doing always. We are making problem, and the problem will become to such a proportion that we cannot manage it, and then we will go for advice. That is bringing glass of water and pouring under a banyan tree. When it is small plant, you have to give water. It will help. So what is life? That proper advice, teachings, all these must be given at the childhood age. So there is no problem. There must be a correct vision regarding the life. What is this life?
Swamiji, a lot of these youngsters in the same context, the whole explanation they give is, I want a life for myself, I want to do this. The only
Yes.
thought is, what about me? They don't see the larger picture.
Yes. What to do? What to do? We are helpless in that. Because such, if at the early childhood itself a proper understanding of life is there, then they can decide. They can decide the course of their life. That is why I came for sannyasa. I didn't go for marriage because that was my vision. This is the life, I have to go. No problem. So all these are.
And
Swamiji,
small
what is your-
babies,
Hmm?
Swamiji, children, now both the wife and husband both are working. Okay, so I have seen many children suffering because of that. Nobody is going to take care of them.
No.
I have interacted with the children who's telling, I'm sad. When I was
Many
in
are
class,
there.
I have seen 3 times one child just typed, I'm sad. He's in 3rd standard. Then I interacted with the parents. What is the problem with the child? Just talk to him. Then later, half an hour, 45 minutes, they were interacting with me. Because both of them are working, they are busy. And they don't have time.
Busy for what? For our children we are working and they are not even seeing their children. So up to a certain age, one must act as father and one must act as mother. It can be man, it can be woman. But that motherly care a child must get. At least up to 4 or 5 years of age. Then you work. Otherwise the suffering is too much. Suffering is too much.
Swamiji, about surrogation, what's your opinion? Because it is a sort of outsourcing. Even the parenting. To be very frank, that's what I. Yeah.
When it is essential, yes.
But
When it is essential,
when it is essential, see, one lady came. This is also, and she doesn't want to lose her beauty, shape. So she doesn't want to become pregnant. So she wants to.
immediately returning from the doctor's office or hospital, when accident happens, where goes her beauty?
That's it.
So,
We
one,
can't tell that to them. So
you cannot tell, but that is the reality. But that is the reality. That is, I am saying, I will teach you this evening. I am going to give a discourse, and you come and attend. Next hour, balance goes. You are not remembering anything. No Shastra, nothing. What will be the discourse? Nothing. So this always we must accept. But when it is essential, we must allow that.
Yes, that was
Because
very-
according to Shastras also, it is
Shastras
seen.
also, that
It is seen. It is there.
Because even Hanuman was
Hanuman, not Hanuman. Vyasa,
the surrogation. Yeah,
his birth.
birth.
That is there. The reverse also. Not only the womb, the semen also.
Yeah, that's also artificial
Ah.
insemination.
Artificial, not only artificial.
Vyasa.
Vyasa, then Pandavas,
Yeah.
all are there. So all these are for the sustenance of our society.
That is the ultimate.
Sustenance of society is essential. Dharma is, protection of dharma is essential.
Some Swamijis are teaching third eye opening and all, Swamiji. Is it?
I am happy with the 2 eyes.
No, one doctor believes and he's telling that he found out the heart problem with his third eye.
Very good. That's very good. All these scannings, all these are third eyes. I don't know. All these things are. See, if you go for all these, of course, let them move in that direction. But if we are going, a bundle of superstitions will come along with
How
this.
is it possible, I was thinking?
And how it is possible means, how doctor believing in such foolishness happening, or
how the Swamiji did it?
Swamiji did.
He
Swami
opened
have
his
that.
third eye, he said.
Swami have that third eye.
Swami opened the doctor's third eye.
Third eye.
Third eye. Very good.
He paid 7 lakhs for the course.
7 lakhs.
Now we know.
Very good.
Now you know how the eye opens.
That very good.
Yes, third eye would have really opened.
Really, sir.
Now he can go for that, stopping his medical practice and opening third eyes for many people.
But this Nadi Chikitsa and all, no, there is
Chikitsa, it is something else. Chikitsa is not to be connected with this. See, Chikitsa is different because it is having a Shastra background. It is scientific, most scientific. Chikitsa is scientific. Don't say that allopathy system alone is scientific. No. All these systems are scientific, and then they have valid means for getting knowledge, pramana. And after getting that knowledge from their pramana, they are doing. All these are there.
So, Swamiji, in the spiritual study, where is the place for this Kundalini power?
Yeah. Let it be there. There are many ways. You see, you are driving through a road where there are different lines are there or lanes are there. One lane is supposed to drive in 40 kilometers, one is for 60 and one is for 100 and above. If you are driving through this lane, you must keep that norm. If you are minimizing your speed, you must put the indicator and come to the next lane. Driving your vehicle at a pace of 60 kilometers per hour in the 100 kilometer, it won't do. In the same way, each and every sadhaka, they are moving in their path. All paths are good. All paths are good. So, for a sadhaka who is moving in the way of Vedanta, Atma Vichara, he need not go for Kundalini and all. But don't criticize them. One who is going in that way, always they will concerned about that. That is good. That is not a wrong path. So, don't mix all these things together. One who is moving in that direction, he will reach the same goal where you are reaching. See, different sampradayas are there. I am saying I am following the teaching of Shankaracharya and Advaita. And the other Swami, he may be following Dvaita Sampradaya. So, in the path, there is differences. I must not criticize him, he must not criticize me. And I must not accept the teachings of this darshana with reference to that. And he must not teach his darshana with reference to this. But at the same time, ultimate goal is one and the same. So, respect each other. Whichever be the sampradaya, respect each other. And go forward through your path. Don't go for this and that. So, dharma. So, that is good.
But is it a scientific technique, this Kundalini power evocation? Is it only for the body and prana?
See, when the tree is growing, I need not go and verify whether the root is going down. If the tree is growing, root is going down. Without its growth, tree won't grow. So, it is quite natural. One who analyzes that root, let him go and see the growth every day. I am not going for that. I am happy here. You got the answer?
Absolutely, I got it.
So those who are analyzing Kundalini and all, let them analyze. There is nothing wrong in that. But we are not going for that. All these chakras and all, or ascending from one chakra to the other. Very good. Then you may see Swami Chidanandapuri speaking in that way. When we sit with such sadhakas, so don't say, this man, huh?
So in our journey to Brahma Vidya, it is beyond the mind, but we have to use the cognition of the mind to, I can use the word, get it.
Of course.
So, will we have any awareness of we have got it? And does that happen only by my sadhana? I know that it doesn't happen only by my sadhana. It has to have the grace of Bhagavan. So, can you just
Manasaivedam aptavyam. Manasaivedam aptavyam. This knowledge or this realization is to be attained through the mind. Manasa, through the mind, or by the mind. There is no other instrument. There Bhagavan Bhashyakara specifically writes, Acharya Agama Samskritena Manasa. It is not your earlier mind. It is Samskrita. That is, Samskrita means all impurities removed. How? Through the study of Shastras, through hearing from an Acharya and all. That means all sadhanas. Such a purified mind alone will make you understand that. And see, when the inner questions are gone, and we have that inner happiness, equanimity, inner bliss and calmness. It is our own experience. We need not ask to somebody else, is there happiness within me? Is there calmness within me? Am I getting real bliss? We need not ask to anybody else, because it is our own experience. When that experience comes, there is no more doubt. So that is the case with sadhana.
Only one question with respect to this memory. Memory, we say it is in the Sookshma Sareera. But at the same time, I read something that every cell in the Sthula Sareera also has a memory through which the hunger and other things are. So,
where you are locating the Sookshma Sareera? Sookshma Sareera, it is spread all over the body, and it is even in one organic cell, there is Sookshma Sareera. You take one organic cell, Sthula Sareera is there, Sookshma Sareera is there. Even pranas. See, if there is no prana in one organic cell, will not survive. So, Vyana is giving that prana shakti to each and every organic cell in this body. It is there. I think now we can.
Yeah.
Swamiji,
Ah.
one last,
Last, not last. Not last. We have to sit many times more.
Hanuman qualities. Where do we get to read this? From which?
Ramayana.
No, I thought there's any separate.
No.
Swamiji, let us chant Swarupānusanthāna Ashtakam and stop it.
Yes. Who will chant?
Yeah.
All of us.
All
All of us
together.
together.